Why does the guy making $50,000 a year look wealthier than the guy making $200,000? It's not a magic trick. It's because one of them is buying freedom and the other is just renting a lifestyle. The reality check. Most people spend their entire lives working for money, but they never actually stop to ask what that money is doing for them. If you feel like you're running on a treadmill, making more but somehow having less, you don't have an income problem. You have a vocabulary problem. Today, we're going to fix that by redefining two words that will either make you or break you: assets and liabilities. Point 1. The simple truth. Forget the 500-page accounting textbooks. Let's keep it human. An asset is something that puts money into your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. That's it. If you buy a stock that pays you dividends every month, that's an asset. It's a little soldier working for you while you sleep. If you buy a high-end television on a credit card plan, that's a liability. It's a silent leak in your boat, draining your energy and your bank account every single month. Think about your last 3 big purchases. Were they soldiers or were they leaks? Point 2. The great trap. The house and the car. Now, here is where it gets uncomfortable. Your dream car is a liability. The second you drive it off the lot, it starts eating your wealth. And your home? The one everyone calls your biggest investment? Unless it's generating rent, it's a liability. It demands taxes. It demands repairs. It demands interest. I'm not saying don't buy a house or a nice car. I'm saying don't call them assets. When you call a liability an asset, you give yourself permission to stay poor while looking rich. The psychology, why we get it wrong. Why do we do this? Because liabilities are shiny. They provide instant status. They tell the neighbors you've made it. Assets, on the other hand, are usually boring. A diversified index fund isn't sexy. A small rental property is a headache before it's a profit. But here is the secret. The wealthy buy assets first and use the income from those assets to buy their luxuries. The poor and middle class buy luxuries first, using their own sweat and blood to pay for them. One leads to a golden cage. The other leads to the exit. The conclusion and insight. The math is simple, but the discipline is hard. Every dollar you earn is a seed. You can either eat the seed today, that's a liability, or you can plant it and wait for it to grow into a tree that feeds you forever. That's an asset. Stop collecting things. Start collecting income streams. The goal isn't to look rich. The goal is to be free. If this clicked for you, there's a high chance it'll click for someone you know who's struggling with the treadmill life. Share this with them. In the comments, tell me one thing you thought was an asset but realize today is actually a liability. Let's talk about it. Subscribe if you're ready to stop working for money and start making money work for you. I'll see you in the next one.